Then he said he referenced the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, the first Aunt Viv, of how he got rid of her on the show, right? And she'll never work again. And he said, I don't want this for you. And I said, yo, I never went back.
Okay. What did you do?
I froze. What see, I'm not used to seeing. Listen, it's traumatizing. I've never seen it. I don't watch gay porn. You know, I never seen a man fucking another man.
So Will Smith was bent over,
and Dwayne was killing him.
Condom?
I don't know. I don't.
You didn't look that close.
Listen, even when I was with the deer and headlights, and I finally said, "Oh shit." And they turned around and said, close the fucking door, right? So I back out the door. I'm not going in there. Fuck no, I ain't going up in there. I back out the door, lock the door, I leave, right? So now I'm off of walkie-talkie, everything. So it's chaos on the set. Nobody can get in touch with Will. Nobody can get in touch with me. So I said, all right, I gotta leave. Then I said, do I leave or do I stay? So I said, you know what, I'm going to stay, but my position is I didn't see anything, right? So Will says, I got to talk to you. So I said, about what? He said, you know what? And I said, I don't know what you're talking about. And he said, oh, you know what I'm talking. I said, well, I have no idea. What are you talking about? What we need to finish today? Like, I'm trying to get that out. So he said, no, we need to talk. So he said, listen, I made a call. Some papers are going to come here today. I need you to sign them. And I said, why am I signing papers? And he said, listen, I'm trying to protect you. So he says 3 things that make me scared because I fear no man but Allah. But I don't fear nothing but Allah. And he said that you remember the transsexual, I hope I'm saying it right, who got caught with Eddie Murphy. He said, you know what happened to him, right? And I had no idea what happened to the transsexual that got caught in the car with Eddie Murphy.
Me either. What happened?
So I go home and Google it. They murdered him. Or the transsexual. I don't know to say him or her. I don't know what's politically correct. So I hope I'm not offending anyone.
It's transgender. But
okay, transgender.
Trans woman.
So, okay. So they said, now you can Google this yourself. This is one of the things he said. They said that the transgender that was caught in the car with Eddie Murphy, where Eddie Murphy paid this guy to have oral sex, or the transgender to have oral sex, was about to start doing interviews. And back then, they paid, you know, the internet wasn't big. They paid you gobs of money to do interviews. Mm-hmm. And they said that the transgender person locked herself out the house, tied some sheets together from a roof, and tried to swing into the apartment from the roof. This is documented. Do you know anybody that get locked out the house that's going to tie some sheets together and swing into their apartment from the roof? Mm-mm. Okay. All right.
You just break a window.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So now I want people to Google that. So this is what he told me. And I go home and I'm on AOL. Plug-in. Not high-speed internet at this time. And I was like, oh, shit, they murdered this person, right? Then he told me that he made a song called You Saw My Blinker. But Will's claim to fame in rap is he never cursed on records, right? We'd agree, right? And that song, he calls the woman a bitch several times.
I swerved left and I swerved right, but she was still tailgating me too damn tight. To the left lane, I tried to switch, then you saw my blinker, bitch.
So I believe it's like, you saw my blinker, bitch. And then now I tell people to go Google that too. And he's talking about slapping the lady ever. I mean, he talking crazy. So he said, the powers that be got me to do that song. And he said, they said it will never make a light of day and they'll always protect me, even though I say I don't cuss in records. So I go home, I Google that. I do the search engine on that. It comes back, Will cussing on records. I said, this is crazy. Why haven't nobody ever called him out saying he never cussed on records? And he's obviously calling women bitches and talking about he gonna slap somebody on this record. Then he said he referenced the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, the first Aunt Viv, of how he got rid of her on the show, right? And she'll never work again. And he said, I don't want this for you. And I said, yo, I never went back. Never went back.
You didn't sign the papers?
I didn't sign the papers. I didn't talk to Will. I went to go stay with one of my friends, and I just disappeared for a minute. But this is the craziest thing ever. Guess who brought us back together?
Who?
Jada.